has arrived indeed, announcing his presence with authority.
First pitch in the show, Báez homers. Look at that Cardinal dugout. Welcome to the show.
Changeup, and that's hammered down the left field line towards the corner. He did it again. Are you kidding me? I can't wait for him to bat again.
Swing, drive, well hit right. And it's gone. It is gone. It is gone.
Joshua Báez with one of the greatest debuts in the history of Major League Baseball.
And I could watch that on repeat. Wow, before Joshua Báez made history hitting 3 home runs in his Major League debut, he was a can't-miss prospect in the Cardinals organization. Born in Boston, moved to the DR as an infant, grew up with Spanish as his first language, so when he moved back to Boston in 6th grade and played baseball, he learned a new place and a new language all in one. He went in the second round of the Cardinals in 2021 out of high school, but 2025, that was his year. It was when he broke out. Started this season in AAA, hit 34 homers, 90 RBI, to the point where Cardinals fans were asking, all right, it's about time. It's what D-Row was saying earlier in this show. What does he do upon arrival on Saturday? Becomes the first player to ever hit 3 home runs in his MLB debut. What a ride, X. It caught everyone's attention across the sport. Introduce us to Joshua Báez.
Unreal.
Wow.
I've got a chance to, watch. It still gives me the chills. And also he's very smart. This is someone that could have went to Vanderbilt and played under Coach Corbin. But ultimately, it's the adjustments over time. And hold on, let me get 2 push-ups in because this is an absolute specimen. Let's get to the tape. Let's start from the VCR, going back to what we call early minor league days. I know it doesn't look great, but I have to show you the power was always something in play. 60 grade power coming to the table as soon as he was drafted. But not a lot of home runs the first 4 years in the minor leagues, only 24 home runs. But you see it, it's in there. This year, let's stop the tape for a second because I want people to know this year he had a 4-homer game in the minor leagues. So just not saying that's the big leagues at any point, but there has already been this craziness within one game. So the power is there, and this is Memphis. This ain't no California league where you hitting bombs easily. This is Memphis. Let's go ahead and play this. Not an easy place to hit. I played there. This is a 4-homer game, and I'm gonna show you some of the adjustments that came from High A Peoria, the first video you saw, and now to AAA Memphis, in which he's hitting balls and he's pimping them too.
I know.
Look
at the pants on him. He looks perfect.
Look how he fit. He just knows. And you ain't supposed to know there in Memphis. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's get into these numbers because I want you to see the adjustments. Let's go back to 2021, rookie, all the way to 2024. Not that many home runs, but the big thing is the strikeout rate. And this was something that I was told in the minor leagues too because I had a lot of power, but I struck out a lot. And they're like, your power is not usable at the big league level if you don't have the discipline, the pitch recognition, and the ability to stay balanced in your swing to where now you can make more contact. So you go from 35%, and he starts dropping it down last year.
Yeah.
And okay, now this power is usable with 20 homers. Oh wait, let's get to Memphis AAA. Now we talking. Chaim Bloom's like, yeah, this is something I can use at the big league level. Let's get to another full screen because I think it's important for you to see some of these things. Lauren touched on it, obviously the first player with 3 home runs in the debut. Youngest St. Louis player with 3 home runs in a game, surpassing Pujols. You on the list with Pujols after your first day in the big leagues? It's crazy, and I think also the home run, the aggressiveness, first pitch he's ever seen for St. Louis player to do it. All right, let's get back into some things because I want you to see the adjustments, D-Row. This is the biggest thing. If I'm in the minor leagues, it's easy. Let's go back for a second because I want to show something real quick. When you're in the minor leagues, early on, it's easy for the athleticism to come into play. I can hit bombs all day in short season in high A. But I have to start making adjustments to where my bat path starts getting into the zone earlier and I can stay in it longer. So he rode that hands high. He didn't have much of a load here. Now he has a load to where he gets in the scap load and it comes down into this slot. We talk a lot about just elbow coming into this slot. He gets in there early now. Another thing too is you'll see a lot of weight on the backside on this one. Here, more balanced in his legs, feeling his legs a little bit more. So this one oftentimes went straight down forward. Now I'm more balanced. I can get the load and I can stay here. I can be in my legs. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Because I think what you also are facing Boyd, who, don't forget, is coming off of 2 great starts against the Dodgers in Kansas City. He just looked at the first one and said, wait, let's bring it back real quick.
That ball,
Wait,
Wrigley Field, I'm telling you.
Stop it right there.
That ball's killed.
448. What? First pitch I've ever seen in the big leagues, I'm going 448? This is a joke.
I mean, where this lands.
And you know he held off not trying to pimp it. He's like, wait, but this is my first one. I can't do 2. Fastball, changeup. This is what I like even better is it's 3 different pitches. That at bat was great too, by the way. 3-2, and then stop it. This is my favorite one, D-Ro, because I've shown you I can go dead center. I can take you left center, and then I can ride you backside, and you bring something on the outer half of the plate. I can see the adjustment, stay back, boom.
Matthew Boyd is saying, are you kidding me?
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to throw it? Stop right here. This is another thing I wanted to highlight. You see the balance. This is what I was specifically talking about, the legs. He's more spread out. He's balanced. He's got the weight. He's already preloaded almost with the scap a little bit up here. Now, over time, I think he will bring the hands back down a little bit because as you see big league pitching, the velocity is ridiculous alongside the sliders late. But let's go and play this slowly. I want you to see, stop there. He starts to get into this backside, and he stays there, and he's extremely balanced. Now the elbow starts to come into the slot. Play this. Slow, slow. The hands aren't moving, just the elbow coming right there. Stop. I love how short this bat whip is, too. His head down on the baseball, head is right there, hasn't moved very much, and my man is about to explode through the backside while hitting against the front side. Go ahead. Stop. Look how everything is lined up. If you put I remember Tony Gwynn would tell me when I used to hit with them, you put a pole right down your head through the middle of your back leg, and you turn around that. Yep. That's exactly what he's doing. Go ahead. Explode and stays through it. You don't see the hands coming around. I think that's one of the adjustments I've seen over his minor league time is there's less rollover with his hands. He used to be quick into the zone and quick out of it. Now it's through. Check this out, too, the home run breakdown. You see the numbers of the distance. I love seeing 3 different pitches, 3 different spots. It tells me as a player, I'm not trying to force something to happen. If I get something in the middle, I'm taking it to the middle. If I get something in, coming down in, I'm going to take it that way. I'll go opposite field, too. This is...
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is something. I know it's early, D-Ro. I know it's early, but when you look at the bat speed, it tells you who he's up there with right now. And I want you to notice for my St. Louis people, 2 of them, right? We're not so worried about right now, but the future is bright with dudes that have some serious bat speed and the ability to drive the baseball. This might have been the best.
This is the best.
Your boys see you hit the 3rd homer in the locker, in the clubhouse in AAA. They going crazy.
They're in the fight with you.
They are. That's your boys.
There's nothing cooler than watching some of your buddies get called up, and then hopefully it becomes your turn. But, I mean, when you got 34 and 90, they were kind of waiting for him to go anyway.
Waiting.
And then for him to have that moment. What I love about him, X, real quick, if I could jump in, is he's got a soft, even though his hands are like this, and you go back to, like, him in high school, he's got a soft, like, top hand where he's able to kind of, I know it looks like if he stayed here and crashed down on top, it's more soft.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Nice.
I love that.
Jacked.
He's jacked. That's why I had to do 3 push-ups.
Yeah.
I mean, what a debut. Unbelievable.
The best debut of all time.